Google Keep is one of my favorite productivity apps. I'm always telling people about it, so I thought I would do a demonstration on how I use it. I dump everything into here because I can access the information quickly through search or labels, and I can access it whether I'm on my computer or my phone. So this works perfectly between the two. Now the app is free. It's a Google app, but it works on Android, iPhone, iPad, and of course your web browser on your computer. You do have to have a Google account, so you'll need a Gmail and be logged in, and then you can use this. But this app is really incredible. So this is what it looks like on the computer, and then this is what it looks like on my phone. So it looks the same. When you add a note into here, it populates over here on the phone and vice versa. Now this is not my actual Google Keep account that I use because I have a lot of private information in there. This is one I set up for demonstration purposes, but I do keep my grocery list, a to-do list, things to remember, and I will color code those notes usually because I'm going to pin them to the top of my Keep, but I don't actually use the color coding for organizational purposes. Mostly I use the labels. Now some people it may work better for them to color code them. I like the labels, and then I like the search feature. So the search feature, you can pull up any reminders. You can pull up any notes that have URLs attached to them. And then with your labels, I always label my notes. So you can pull up the labels this way or this way. This is really how I use it. I use it more with this on the side. Or if I'm just going to search for something like a word, then I can pull up all the notes that have the word doctor in it or whatever I'm looking for. So it's really fast and easy. And I can do the same thing on my phone. It's the same. So with Google Keep, you can create lists, you can create notes, you can add photos to your notes, and a neat feature is you can grab the text from images, and I'll show you how to do that. You can add labels for better organization. You can share notes with other people, like your grocery list. You can create reminders for something, a specific time, or even a place. And then if you're near that place and you have your location service on your phone, you'll get a reminder to pick up whatever at such and such place that you have created a reminder for. Your reminders for going places or things that you might need to do on a specific time, then it's added to your Google Calendar. And then you can also quickly copy documents or your notes to Google Docs. And I'll show you another feature. When you're in Google Calendar and Google Docs, you're able to access your Keep notes. I'll show you that. All right, so Google Calendar, I have a reminder. Okay, let me just show you. Okay, so I have a reminder here in my notes in my Google Keep. So over here is this little Keep icon, and when I open it up on my calendar, I can see the notes that I have here. So that's pretty cool. And you can search for your notes as well. And then in Google Docs, it's the same thing. You can pull your notes up on Google Docs. So what I had done, oh, and you can drag these things over into here. Now, the way that I use this mostly is, I'm going to go ahead and pin. I usually have my to-do list pinned, and those are the things that I will color code usually, are my pinned notes. And I just use these labels on the phone. The labels are on the side and they're in alphabetical order. So like I have a recipe category and it's, you know, the broad category. But if I want to narrow the category down to desserts or cake or main dishes, then I will use recipe-cake or recipe-main dish, because with it being in alphabetical order, it's easier to tag. For instance, when you pull up or you create a note, this is a new note, and then you want to label it. If you had cake recipes and then main dish recipes, the cake recipe would be up here, and then you'd have to go down here and search for main dish, and you might miss some labels. So if they're all the same, you can just click, you know, recipe, main dish, whatever it is, and then your notes will be there. So I keep our auto maintenance records, and I keep household information. This is a shared note from, you know, my actual Google Keep, and I keep track of our oil changes and any notes that we've had done on the car, plus the receipts. So that's, you know, just a really good way for digital documentation. When you add a URL, it will create this little image link here, which is a lot more practical than just having a text link, because then you can really kind of see what it is. Medical, so you can share information with people. Like I will share my dad's medication list with my sister, so we both have a copy of his medications. It's really kind of limitless to the things you can do on your phone. You can create, you can use the voice. I'll show you. So here you can create an audio message and it will transcribe it. Okay, so you are listening to me. Are you going to create my note now? So it created this note, and it transcribed it as well as captured the recording. Okay, so you are listening to me. And what I use, I really don't use that. What I use though is when I'm taking a note on my computer, on my phone, I will use this little microphone. Then I could just say what I want the note to say, and then I don't have to type it because I'm like a one-finger typer on my phone. So this is much quicker dictating a note by my voice. And then I'll add a label and, you know, whatever I want it to be. So one last thing I almost forgot to show you is the grab image text. I will use this right here. So I have my TV receipt, and I've already done this once, but I'm going to go ahead and delete this text so I can show you. All you have to do is click on this box here, grab image text, and it transcribes the text that's on the image. Now it isn't perfect. You may have to go in and edit some words because it doesn't always pick up perfectly. But this is a pretty cool feature, and it can come in handy in a lot of situations. I hope that you found this information helpful, and I appreciate you watching the video, and if you like it, give it a thumbs up. Thank you.